What is up, everyone? This is the Chicago Sports Talk. Michael here today with another podcast episode. Well, let me turn off my fan because it's making too much noise. Welcome to a full episode 4 where we're gonna talk about the NFL draft and what players that we want. And the Bears have met with CJ Stroud, and CJ Stroud said that he does not want to go to the Bears because that is Justin Fields' team. So, pretty much. We're very, actually, no intro. I'm kind of moody. So, but I'm forcing myself to do this podcast because I love doing it. So, CJ Stroud said that he doesn't want to go beyond the Bears because that's Justin's team, and arguably he's right. It's Justin's team. He's the starting quarterback. As far as the other draft prospect goes, I've been hearing we met with Zane Flowers, Kayshon Boutte, that wide receiver from LSU, and we met with Jackson Smith-Njigba, and we met with Will Anderson. Unfortunately, we're not going to draft Jalen Carter, which was my hopes of getting Jalen Carter because he decided to be an idiot and drive and do a fucking speed. He fucking like speed through the highway or some shit. Y'all have to understand though, the Bears are going to trade the first overall pick before the draft even begins. So it's only a matter when they plan on doing it. Another topic I like to discuss is possible the four individual teams that have contacted. I would say 5 teams have contacted the Bears for the first overall pick, which are the Texans, the Colts, the Raiders, the Falcons, and the Panthers. Seems like it just seems like we are going to be trading that first overall pick soon. I'm hoping we are going to trade with the Texans so we can get the second overall pick and the 12th overall pick so we can get Will Anderson and get Jackson Smith-Njigba. Because that's looking more like, look, Justin Fields wants Jackson Smith-Njigba. So I believe that they're going to do everything they can to get Justin his guy. And if you haven't seen much of Justin Fields' Ohio State games, he has chemistry with Jackson Smith-Njigba, and people made a case that Jackson Smith-Njigba is better than Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, which I fucking wanted Chris Olave to drop so bad into the second round. Another reason why I don't want Bryce Young is because he's so goddamn short. Like people want to talk about Kyler Murray being short. This dude Bryce Young might be the new short hobbit in the damn league. Like Bryce Young is too damn small. I mean, I don't care if he can read. Like, what can he do at an NFL level? That's the question. Can he read defenses before the play is even made? That's the question. I mean, it's easy to be like that when you're playing in Alabama. I mean, that's all Alabama quarterbacks have been nothing but game managers for the most part. That's why I don't want Bryce Young. That's because I feel like he's a quarterback that needs everything perfect around him in order to succeed. But if you don't have everything perfect, then he's basically gonna flop. I think Bryce Young will probably. I'm predicting that the Texans are going to make a strong push to get Bryce Young, and they're going to offer us their second overall pick and their 12th overall pick. And then we have a chance to get Will Anderson. And I heard Khalil Mack is expected to be released by the Chargers, which is shockingly rumored for the most part. I would want Khalil Mack back, obviously, because I think Mack is a great player, but my bias aside that I don't think Mack would want to be on the Bears, and here's why. I think he wants to most likely win a Super Bowl, and he's probably going to go to a team like the Chiefs or the Eagles. He's probably going to go to a Super Bowl contending team. The Bears are developing team. I believe it would be nice to have Mack back. It would be nice to have Khalil Mack back. Don't get it twisted, but I'm looking at it from a business perspective. We are better off drafting Will Anderson because Will Anderson, if you see these dudes' highlights, the dude can literally get to the quarterback. Like he is that damn fucking fast, bro. I know Jackson Smith-Njigba didn't play last year due to an injury, but when he's on the field, he can produce. What up, Daniel Burren, Sports Highlights? Shout out to him in the chat. All right, let me go pull up his stats for y'all. Out of college, he has 24 total tackles, 10 sacks, and 1 interception. I know those are not impressive. I mean, his impressive season was not this year, but last year he had like 17 sacks. I have a feeling that if we draft him and whoever we get, I think we're going to get a veteran edge rusher as well. And he's going to be, Will Anderson's going to help along with the veteran pass rush. Let's do a quick mock draft real quick. It is it is the favorite time of the show. We are going to do a mock draft. So here we go, folks. Here we go. We are going to do the Chicago Bears 7th round. All right. Y'all ready? And these are just going to be my unbiased opinions. Let me put mock draft. So with the first pick, the Bears are obviously going to fuck. Never mind. So the Bears are going to trade with the Colts. Their second, they're gonna a first, a second, and 2 first rounds for the first overall pick. Does this get accepted? Yes, it does get accepted. So, with the 4th overall pick of the draft, I have the Bears taking Tyreek Wilson. Yes, folks, this dude is probably the second best pass rusher outside of Will Anderson, because in this mock draft, it has him going to the Cardinals. But I will take Tyreek Wilson. I think that dude is the second best pass rusher in this draft. And him being a young veteran edge rusher, I have a feeling that it's going to add a lot of horsepower to that defensive line. For the 35 overall pick, I have the Bears taking Josh Downs, the wide receiver out of North Carolina. A lot of people are saying great things about him, and we need wide receiver badly in this draft. The 54 overall pick, I have the Bears taking Dyron Henley, linebacker out of Washington State. The Bears need linebackers so bad. I think we got a good one with Jack Sanborn, who turned out very good for us. And we need linebacking. We need a middle linebacker, and drafting a young one helps out a lot, especially like his overall grade is a 73, so that's below average for the most part. With the 64th overall pick, I have the Bears getting Luke Weiper, center out of Ohio State. The Bears need a center very badly because Lucas Patrick did not prove that he was healthy enough to be our starting center. And we are most likely moving on from Sam Mustipher. We are going to get Luke Weiper, center out of Ohio State, to help out with the offensive line. All right, the 103 overall pick. I actually have us trading back because we're going to get – because since we are trading the 103rd pick for the Kansas City Chiefs, the 123 and 133 overall pick. All right, with the 123 overall pick, I have us taking Tank Bigsby, running back out of Auburn. I know I'm hoping we sign David Montgomery, but it's looking like we're probably going to lead towards more of the draft to get a running back. And I'm not losing sleep over it because the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl with a 7th round running back. With the 133 overall pick, I have us taking Michael Wilson because of the simple fact that we need more wide receivers because we are desperate need for one. So having possibly one with Josh does not help out a lot. It helps us only a little. So I'm adding more to the wide receiving core. and we have back-to-back picks with 134 overall pick. I have us getting Moro Ajugbo, defensive tackle out of Texas. We need a defensive tackle very, very badly, folks. And having him helps out a lot with our inferior front seven. And I have us trading once again with the New York Jets. You know, I'm doing all these trades because of the simple fact that the Bears are going to play checkers. They're going to trade with a lot of teams to get a lot of draft. Ryan Poles did this last year. And with the 45th overall pick, I have us getting another edge rusher to help out, to possibly help out with it, the other edge rusher that and with the 150 overall pick, I have us getting Jacon Bennett, the CB out of Maryland, because the Bears definitely need some CB depth. Because outside of Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon, who, I mean, Kendall Vildors, he improved a lot this season. But I think it's good that we have another cornerback for the possible development. With the 207 overall pick, I have us taking Trent Den the third. The Bears do need safety help just in case Eddie Jackson goes down with another injury. And the 7th round with the 220 overall pick, I have the Bears getting Clayton Tune, quarterback out of Houston. Now, this is the part where everyone's going to be like, do you think possibly he could replace Fields? Maybe, but he is going to be the backup. It's going to be like the 49ers when they drafted Brock Purdy and had Trey Lance. I mean, I'd rather have Clayton than Trevor Siemian. There you have it, folks. What do you think of my mock draft? I have us trading with the Colts. And the reason why I have us taking a quarterback is because we need a interior backup option. I believe we're taking a quarterback in the 7th round. That's what I predict. But we're not taking Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. So there you have it, folks. That is my mock draft. What is your opinion on it? Please let me know in the live chat. There's 2 people watching. I do think that Justin is the future of this team. So would it surprise me if we take a quarterback in the later rounds? No. Oh, yeah, and the Cowboys use a franchise tag on Tony Pollard. There goes a free agent who I wanted, but I'm not losing sleep because you can draft running backs. But this is just a mock draft, folks. I cannot predict the future. This is who I think the Bears are going There will probably be more mock drafts down the world, but I do believe that the Bears are going to need. This is how the Bears draft is going to look like. A lot of trade downs. I want to know what's your guys' opinion on the mock draft. I don't. The reason why I think we're taking a quarterback in the later rounds is just like the 49ers did when they drafted Purdy, because they didn't know if Trey Lance was going to. To be honest, no one was expecting Trey Lance to suffer the injury he did against the Seahawks. So I think that's the reason they took Purdy in the. Like, I think Purdy might be that dude. But I'm having us take a quarterback just in case we have another situation where Justin has a severe injury and we go with Clayton Tune and he does the similar shit that Brock Purdy did. I'm not saying it's possible, but it's likely. We've seen crazy shit. I didn't expect the Niners to go all the way to the championship game with the last pick in the draft, Brock Purdy. But I do think Justin is our franchise quarterback. I do think so. Like my belief in Justin is like everyone else's belief that I just don't want another I just want Justin to succeed because he's probably our best quarterback and like he's the best talented quarterback the Bears have ever had. Like there's no talented quarterback in Chicago Bears history that they have ever drafted. Like this is arguably their best quarterback, I mean best talented quarterback in Chicago Bears history. And CJ Stroud said it perfectly. Justin's not a running back. He can sling it. And we've seen Justin sling it when he has the perfect pocket. He can sling it. Like it's not a surprise he can sling it because I've watched every single Bears game. The dude Justin has an arm, right? If he was on a team well designed for him, I think he would probably do fine. He would do fine. I do think if Justin had a receiver, let's say we hypothetically go out and trade for DeAndre Hopkins, I think Justin goes to the next level. On to our next topic. We need to address. I mean, I saw Ryan Poles' press conference. I believe it was on Tuesday or some shit. That it's based. He said that we're Justin's our guy. We are going to stick with him, and they are basic. It wouldn't shock me if the Bears take longer than expected to trade the first overall pick because you can get a better offer down the line. Because the NFL is a business at the end of the day. So it wouldn't shock me if the Bears don't trade their pick until I believe mid March until free agency hits. So nothing shocks me at the end of the day. What happens, and there's been reports that we met with Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, but that's what teams are supposed to do when they are entering the combine. That doesn't mean that they necessarily want them. They just necessarily want to see how good they are, so teams can go come up to Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus and say, "We'll give up our entire future to for that first overall pick to get Bryce Young." I mean, Bryce Young is not throwing from at the combine, from what I heard, but CJ Stroud is. To CJ Stroud, I think he's the best quarterback out of this draft. There's not many like Bryce Young. People say that. I mean, he's accurate, but I don't think he's good enough to like. We have to see if his size is going to be a huge factor when he gets drafted. I'm just saying the Texans are most. If the Texans were not interested in Bryce Young, then they would have. They would. I mean, they still would try to trade for the first overall pick, but they would not lose sleep over it. The reason why they're being aggressive towards the Bears is because they want Bryce Young, and the Colts, because the general manager says they want to draft a quarterback, and it's very possible they trade with the Bears or they get their quarterback, which will probably be Will Levis. The Panthers have already come out and said that they want the. Yeah, Frank Wright already said that he doesn't want to be in the similar situation that. I know there's a report that the Panthers are looking to trade for Rodgers, but I don't think that's happening due to the simple fact that one, the Packers are not. I've already said that they're not trading Rodgers to a NFC team. They're most likely going to trade him to an AFC team. They have said, and Frank Wright says that he doesn't want to be in the similar situation than he did on the Colts. So I believe that the Panthers are going to trade up to get a quarterback, or they're going to stay where they are and get Anthony Richardson and re-sign Darnold so they don't have to throw Richardson in the fires. I wouldn't say that necessarily that it's very possible that the Seahawks can trade, but it looks like they're gonna probably take a later quarterback, maybe Tanner McKinney, because don't get it twisted, the Seahawks are keeping Geno. I just have faith whoever we are going to get is going to help the Bears out in their future. Like whoever we trade with, it could be the Colts, it could be the Texans, could be any team, but we're gonna get a good offer. There's two people watching. Let's hit that like button. I'm open up to any questions. Because what's up, everybody? Hope you all are enjoying this Friday. I'm sure I'm not enjoying my fucking Friday, bro. But I'm not gonna get into detail about that because I'm angry as piss right now. But I'm pushing myself to do the fucking show with y'all because I love doing it. As far as things on my backup channel, which I don't really discuss because the backup channel, honestly, I'm possibly turning into a editing fights channel with that music or some shit. It's very possible that I'm gonna turn my backup channel into a uh, editing channel. at this point, it wouldn't shock. Nothing shocks me at this point. What the Bears do, it's not possible that they move on from Justin because they already said that he's their guy. I believe Justin can be the guy if you get him the right weapons, but yeah, the Cowboys franchise tagged Tony Pollard, which sucks because I wanted him, but is what it is. I know Valix is happy. I know Valix is happy that the Cow. I mean, to be honest, running backs, they're replaceable. They are replaceable, so I'm not going to lose sleep if we don't end up getting one. Got 3 people watching. Let's hit that like button, folks. What's up, everybody? It's very possible that the Bears. I mean, I think I want us to possibly get Keenan Allen, but it's looking like that's not happening because isn't there like a report or something that Keenan Allen is staying on the Chargers? But which sucks because I wanted Keenan Allen. I wish there were ways to like give you a list of like who's watching you or some shit like they do on Instagram when you go live and shit. I wish they fucking do that because I'm gonna watch SmackDown in a few minutes. I know I'm a few minutes late to the show, but had to take a shower. Yeah, off topic, but that Ant-Man shit, bro. They really did MODOK dirty. Like it looked like it looked so bad, dude. It looked like a big bald headed baby. Like they did MODOK dirty. But the film was not that bad as expected. This is not one of those nights, bruh. This is not one of those nights where Jesus Christ, bruh. It's kind of boring. Because I think we covered most of the NFL Combine. which was surprising that a defensive tackle was fast as fuck. Let's see, bruh. Gonna be watching SmackDown in about 15 minutes. Three people watch it. You StreamYard should give a StreamYard should give a future about, like who's watching your shit, bro. And I'm just letting you know, I'm debating. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the show, the podcast next Friday because of personal shit. The guys have been like, I don't want to go into full detail because it's personal shit, but it's just I don't like my day. Like I'm in a fucking mood, honestly, because I don't mind going on a rant. It just irritates me people on social media that I have time to spend, like I talk to on a regular basis. But what really irritates me is people leaving me on red. Like, if why do you even open up your messages if you don't plan to respond? Like, that's just psycho to me. And society has become so soft that you can literally get in trouble for telling a person to shut the fuck up. Like, society caters to so much. It's very bad how society has fallen deeply. That's why I don't. That's why I fucking hate 2020. I fucking hate 2020 because it ruined everyone's year. It ruined it. Like, people want to say that, oh, my year, like 2020 was by far the worst year I have experienced. Leaving school because it canceled, like missing, not interacting with individual people for years and years. It's just like 2020 really was a shitty year for everyone. And I hope to God, for anyone that's watching this video, I hope you never have to experience a year like that again because it was horrible. Like, I don't. I thought I thought going into 2020 it might be the year, but now looking back at 2020, it's just like it was every month. Like, there would be some cause of world terror, and the cherry on top is having Joe Biden. Like, I don't want to get into politics because that's none of my business, but having Joe Biden in office really is affecting this country a lot because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Like, say what you want about Trump, but Trump was funny. Joe Biden is not funny. Like, whenever he speaks, I just fall asleep. Like if you don't have a telephone, he cannot go without 15 seconds without saying bullshit. Thielen, stop. Who the fuck is this? It's probably troll account. Whoever this is, that is some horrendous grammar. Whoever this is, Charles, that is some horrendous English right there. Then stop. Like, is that even English? I'm just. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, like, I fucking hate 2020, bro. I hope none of us go through another year like that because every month, like, there was a tragic event. Like, the COVID thing was a yearly effect. The George Floyd thing was, there were months of people burning down the cities because of that shit. Don't even get me started on the killer bees or some shit. YTC had the most hilarious shit. I guess the 49ers and the NFC Championship over their fourth string quarterback was a fucking water boy. I mean, at this point, the 49ers have become injury prone. That's why I don't think Trey Lance is going to last long. And they had the opportunity to potentially pick Fields, but I'm glad that Fields dropped to us. And they're stuck. To be honest, that Trey Lance pick has fallen deeply, bro. I'm tired of 49ers fans saying you can't call Trey Lance a bust. If he doesn't succeed this year, what is he? He's already a fucking bust to me. Because I haven't like people want to bring him to Texas. Okay, literally you could have had the Niners could have had Befford and they still probably would have won against the Texans. Hell, they could have had Nick Mullins against the Texans and they probably would have won. Like, okay, he had a good game against the Tex. He had an okay game against the Texans. Like, I just don't. Trey Lance is looking like a horrible pick for the Niners. You can't call Trey Lance a bust. I mean, if they call Trubisky a bust, then what the fuck is Trey Lance? Honestly, if anything, Fields is making the Niners off front office look like dumbasses by not taking him. To be honest, I don't know why CG believes that. Oh, like I like CG. Don't get it twisted, but Justin would have won that game for them, hands down. I believe that shit. Like, and here's the thing with Niners fans, Like the first of all the 49ers fans are not even real fans because half of them were gone when they sucked for a decade. And two, the only reason and they were bigging up Trey Lance to start week 1 because of how bad they hated Jimmy Garoppolo. And like at this point they had they had a chance to draft Fields, but at this point they're looking that front office is fucking stupid. Cause I like CG, but he doesn't know what he's talking about with that Trey Lance bullshit. Cause I looked at Trey Lance's college, like he didn't even fucking play, but he barely even fucking played. He's just Trey Lance ain't that. Trey Lance is glorified. I mean, at least Matt, like he's probably the low quarterback out of all the quarterbacks that were taken. The Trevor Lawrence, the Mac Jones, the Davis Mills, the Fields, even the. I mean, Zach Wilson. Yeah, Zach Wilson's probably on his way out soon. I guess you could make an argument that he's the second worst. Yeah, because the Jets really screwed up, but anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here in a bit. We're gonna wrap it up here in a bit. I hope y'all are enjoying this Friday. I'm not fucking enjoying it. I'm fucking moody as shit, bro. I'm moody as fucking shit. Hey, 49ers fans can say what the hell they want and on the podcast, but I tell them nothing but facts. I tell them that like at this point they're gonna find out the hard way that they should have drafted Fields when they had the chance. As far as Brock Purdy goes, like better hope that boy healthy because if he ain't, you're fucked. Better hope that boy healthy. Like you gave up 3 assets for a guy that barely even played in college. Like at this point, Niners fans are going to learn the hard way that they've fucked up. They don't want to admit it now, but they're going to later figure it out. It took them a while for them to admit that they fucked up by taking Solomon Thomas over Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. Like people want to talk about how the Bears front office is stupid, but the Niners had an opportunity to get Patrick Mahomes over Deshaun Watson. Like I'm happy that the 49ers are so stupid because we got Justin Fields. Like fuck it. We got Justin Fields, bro. I'm not worried. Like Niners fans can say what they want, but they're gonna later on say that I was right. Just like I was right about them losing us week 1 because Trey Lance's inexperience cost them the game. That's the reason they lost the game in the first place. Like after that Dante Pettis touchdown, I was like, yeah, this shit is about to end badly for them. I'm going to be watching SmackDown here in a few minutes. The reason why I like at this point, I'm convinced at this point if the Niners drafted Fields that they probably would. Oh, he doesn't fit their system. I mean, At this point, Niners fans are going to learn the hard way, dude. And they wonder why no one win. There's a couple of Niners fans I respect, but some of the Niners fans are delusional as fuck. But hey, it's better to be us than better to be them. They don't even know. They don't even know which quarterback they're going to go with. At this point, I think Brock Purdy's better than Trey. I mean, let Justin play out this season, and he's gonna show the Niners that they're fucking stupid. I like CG, but sometimes he says delusional things that don't even make sense, and the people that he works with don't even make sense. Like they're yes men. Like I like CG, but sometimes he doesn't know what he's talking about. And all right, guys, I think this wraps up episode 4. I thank everybody for showing up. Thank you, and always bear down.